Hello traders, this is Fawad market analyst for City Index. Today is the 6th of February. So the markets remain in a risk-on mode with major global indices all rallying. In Europe, earlier we saw the likes of the German DAX index, the UK's FTSE, and a few other indices hitting record highs. Now the FTSE outperformed because of data showing weakness in the UK economy, which has raised the probability of more rate cuts from the Bank of England. The Bank of England did cut rates as expected, but two members of the MPC voted for a 50 basis point cut, which surprised the market, and that caused the pound to drop sharply, causing the FTSE to rally. From the US, we had unemployment claims coming in a little bit higher than expected, with the non-farm payrolls report coming in tomorrow. This data release has caused the US dollar to come off its earlier highs. And with the risk sentiment remaining positive, currency pairs like the Aussie dollar could be on the verge of a comeback. Before we look at the forex markets, let's have a quick look at the Nasdaq index, because we have Amazon results coming up after the closing bell tonight. So the Nasdaq remains in this consolidation phase, trying to create a bottom following the recent volatility caused by Donald Trump's tariff threats. And for as long as we don't see a breakdown of a major support level, even if we do see a small pullback here and there, that's not going to entirely change the technical backdrop. So what are the key levels to watch then on the Nasdaq? Well, for me, the important resistance level to watch comes in between the two red lines I've got, between 21,700 to 21,865. That area was previously resistance, and it's where we have the resistance trend of this consolidation pattern coming into play. So a close above this area could potentially pave the way for a run towards the December all-time high of 22,133. On the downside, I've got a couple of short-term levels here. The 21,466 level is an interesting one, where we have the 21-day exponential moving average and the head of the hammer candle that was formed on Monday. Below that, there's really not much obvious support levels to watch until the shaded blue region, where previously the index had found strong resistance and support on multiple occasions. So that area for me remains key. For as long as the index holds above this zone, the path of least resistance will be to the upside. In the FX space, the dollar CAD has broken that trend line I highlighted a couple of days ago. It's taken out support at around 144, 143.70 area, the shaded region. So we have seen a bit of a bearish reversal on this market. Now, we do need to see further bearish price action to convince me that this was indeed the top that price hit a couple of days ago. So I closed below 142.61. The most recent low could signal that we have potentially formed a top, because then we'll have created a lower low as well. If that level breaks down, then we could see the dollar CAD drop to 142, 141, and who knows, even 140 in the days ahead, depending on how Donald Trump proceeds with tariffs on Canada. This is the Aussie dollar, and following Monday's hammer candle, we've seen further bullish price action in the last couple of days, suggesting perhaps that rates may have formed a low. We haven't seen a higher high yet, but that could change in the next couple of days if we go on to see a break above the most recent high of around 63.35 area. If that level breaks, then we could be talking about 64, possibly 65, depending on the outcome of the jobs report, which is due tomorrow. The jobs report is expected at 1:30 London time, with a headline figure of 169,000 versus 256 the previous month, while the average hourly earnings are expected to come in at 0.3% month over month once again. So do watch out for the jobs report. By the way, the Canadian employment report is expected at around the same time. So if you're trading the dollar CAD, it's going to be a very interesting time to monitor price action during the release of the data. Now, for more market insights and analysis, make sure to check out the news and analysis section at cityindex.com. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.